Bonjour et bienvenue sur le site champagnejayne.com. G'day and welcome to another edition of Champagne Jayne TV. We're not in Champagne today, we're here in the Garden of Kent. I'm with the fabulous winemaker from Hush Heath, Victoria Ash. Victoria.
Hello.
Lovely to meet you. Nice to actually put a face to a name.
Welcome.
And it's a beautiful summer's day. It's the start of English Wine Week.
Yep.
And Victoria, tell me, what's it like being a woman in English wine?
Fantastic.
How did you start?
Well, I started by sort of falling into it really in New Zealand. I happened to get a job waitressing at a winery in Hawke's Bay and just wanted to learn more really. So came home, worked at Odd Bins for a while.
Oh, I love that. I used to love that. They call it a bottle shop in Australia and New Zealand, as opposed to an off licence.
Yeah.
They used to have the best things and free tastings on a Saturday morning, didn't they? So you did all of that, and you loved wine. What was your favourite wine style?
Ooh.
Or do you like everything?
Oh yeah, it was just about learning about the different styles and how they were made.
Yeah.
You know, did all my WSET exams, and so I was just really intrigued to get into the making side of things. And that's when I discovered Plumpton College down in Sussex.
So just around the corner from here, really, isn't it?
Just around the corner from here, and so moved down here from Manchester. Lived in Brighton for a couple of years and studied at Plumpton.
Awesome. And didn't you tell me that you studied with Charlie Holland?
I did indeed.
So and so your first winery that you worked in was actually Ridgeview, was it not?
Ridgeview, yes. I was at Ridgeview for a number of years. And in between working at Ridgeview, I went back to New Zealand and worked in wineries there for a couple of years to get more experience. And then went back to Ridgeview as assistant winemaker.
Wow, okay. So when you came over here, did you specialise immediately in sparkling wine? Or is that what you were doing with Ridgeview as well?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. It was all sparkling at Ridgeview.
So you're definitely a first lady of fizz.
Yes, indeed.
And of the wines that you make here at Hush Heath, what's your personal favourite?
Oh, probably our Blanc de Blanc.
Okay, so I look for, because the one that I knew before ever coming to visit you here at the estate is obviously your rosé, which is what you started making, or Hush Heath started making in 2003, I believe.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, 2004 was the first vintage,
right?
Which was made over at Chapeldown, and then in 2010, that's when we set the winery up here, and that's when I arrived.
So you had all the kit to play with.
Yes.
And
well, we had to decide and buy all the kit, which was very exciting.
I'm not sure that I find that the exciting bit. I think I'm really interested in all the different types of glassware and, you know, their kind of historical significance, and obviously I love the fizz. But am I right in thinking that your rosé was the first English sparkling wine to be served on British Airways first class?
It was indeed.
Now, how did you manage that coup? How did that come about?
That is one of Richard's stories.
Right. Well, we'll ask him. We'll be meeting him in a minute, so we'll definitely ask him there. And how many hectares have you got under vine now, and how many bottles are you making?
We've just been planting last week, actually. So, I mean, we're currently making about 100 to 150,000 bottles.
Okay.
But we've got huge plans. We just doubled the size of the winery. So this harvest.
Yep.
Got massive new visitors centre going in there, which is just going to be amazing. That'll all be finished in July this year. So we're heading up to sort of 300,000 over the next few years, and then up to 500,000.
So that'll make you one of the biggest, won't it? Because 500,000 is about the size, I think, of Nightingale and Chapeldown at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment, but they'll be soaring ahead. We don't want to be the biggest, we want to stay boutique, but we just want to get to...
You see, because you look at English sparkling wine and people talk about the comparisons with French champagne. Obviously champagne can only come from France. I don't think there is a competition going. I think it's all about making quality fizz. But England makes 6.5 million bottles. You know, it's a drop in the ocean compared to about 320 million for champagne, and I think they live very nicely side by side, don't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But can you see in the distance there? We're going to go and visit this in a minute. The beautiful, that's Hush Heath Manor. So that's been in the Bartholomew family for about 30 years. So it's a beautiful Tudor manor house with a fabulous garden.
Yeah, it dates back to 1503.
1503, which of course is the name of one of the wines, and that wine was released. When did the 1503?
1503 must be about 5 years ago now, so that was our first non-vintage sparkling wine that we released, and we've had huge success with it, the classic cuvee and the rosé.
Well, we'll definitely be taste testing those later. I think what's quite interesting about Hush Heath is, of course, you've got the premium vintage styles, but then to make the wine pricing more accessible, you've also got the 1503, which is a great name, and that's kind of available in retail. And last year, I tried a beautiful English sparkling wine made for Tesco's by Hush Heath. Did you make that one?
Yes,
yeah.
indeed.
And that was a brilliant price point, because I think it was about £17.99, and a delightful wine. So really, you know, there's some good stuff coming out of Hush Heath down here in Kent, and we'll be back with a little bit more later. Cheers.